Hey guys, and welcome back to another YouTube video. In this video I'll be going through the Carlton versus Melbourne, another classic between these two sides. I'm pretty sure the last three games Carlton have won against Melbourne, and it's been a combined 6 or 7 points, something like that. It's been really close between the sides, and this was another one that if Melbourne had done something in the first half, or if Keziah Pickett had actually decided to play this game, they probably would have won Melbourne because they did have 21 scoring shots to 17 and lost by a point. But I mean, when Walsh, Cripper, and Melbourne single-handedly were kept in the game by Christian Petrarca with his 5 goals or something. It was quite ridiculous. But anyway, before we jump into this video, remember to like and subscribe. Turn on the notification bell. I know we just hit 500 subscribers last night, and that was a massive goal for me by the buys, and we hit it 3 weeks early, so really happy, and shows that you guys are obviously liking the content here. So let's just keep on going. So Sammy Walsh 143, he got off to an absolute ripper of a start, 62, 23, 33 and 25. And the thing I liked about it with what it was here, if we go to this was just in response, I was just looking through to see with response to Baker being named out for their clash this weekend, like 4 or 5 minutes ago, as it's 11:30 at the moment. So you got here, he had 18, 16, 3 and 11, and this is what we're talking about with the tackling count being really high. He also chipped in with a goal, which does help, which gets him up to around about that 140. The thing is, I didn't think he'd be top of the line, but the thing is, he's getting so many touches, so I don't think he'll be top like first or second, because they do have, I think they've got tough games, and I think he won't drop 140s, but I think he can be a 105, 106 type of guy here, as you see with a couple of these performances. I think he will get tagged out of a game or two. There is a potential for James Jordan to go to him this next week, or someone else like a Robot, and really sort of take him out of the game and just limit his disposal numbers. So I wouldn't be surprised if he gets an 80 or 90, but I do think that he is a genuine good trade in the next couple of weeks, as he will score pretty well. But of course I don't have him, because that's what I do. I've had an absolute stinker of a fantasy year, to be honest with you, just making all the wrong calls. And yeah, Cripps 1, 2, 3. He did pretty good. A little bit quiet in the third, but I mean, he made that massive tackle at the end, which was crucial to winning the game. As Petrarca got a step on him early, but he was able to get that step back and lay the tackle, as Petrarca got, I think, occupied by someone else, where he had to stiff arm off. And Cripps got in there, got the tackle, got the game-saving tackle, I'd say, because I think Petrarca is at least getting that on the boot and through for a behind. But yeah, he was absolutely huge, and it'll be an honest question of who gets the 3 votes between Cripps, Petrarca and Walsh. I think I think those will be where the votes lie, but who gets them, I could honestly not tell you, because if Melbourne had won, it'd be easy to say Petrarca gets the 3 votes, but he may only get 1 vote, even though they lost by a point and he kicked 5. Newman 90 looked all right, but he's not back to the Newman of 2023, where he was having 120, 130 games pretty consistently. Kennedy 85, Curnow, this what a key forward's going to do sometimes. He kicks 2 goals and just a lot of marks there to get his score up. Akers always. Chera with a hamstring injury, I believe, or some type of soft tissue injury, subbed out at 3/4 time on a 74. Could even open up Walsh a little bit more, I would expect. Wiedering, Pitnet, DeConing, Hollins was on fire early, I'm pretty sure, and then just slowed down, as a winger would. Cottrell, McGovern, Boyd, I thought actually had a really good game for what he was doing. I forgot who was he on Pickett? I forgot who he was on, but I thought he had a really actually good game, and an underrated game for 53. Kemp, and I know that fantasy scores and everything, I just thought his play was pretty good. Mackay, Cincotta, was on Pickett, and he locked him up. He also had a really good game, and I don't think the stats sheet does it justice for what he did. As he basically kept Pickett from exploding that game in the first half, and then in the second half he did let Pickett get a little bit, but Pickett did not have a good game. Hollands, Durden, Martin, Hewitt came on as the sub, and then Cowan, I thought, had an alright game as well. Then you go to Melbourne and Petrarca. This explosion in the second half here was absolutely crazy. 77 points and 3 goals in the second half and 2 goals in the second as well. He also missed one as well, which he could have easily kicked. So he could have had 6 or 7 goals. So it just shows the power that he has. And against who do they have next week? Let's actually just check this through. Oliver, let's just do that. They have fixtures, match stats. They've got West Coast Eagles next week. They've got 2 pretty good matchups. So Petrarca will be an interesting one to look at now that I think he's started to turn the corner. Viney, Neil Bullen, Gorn, Oliver, Sparrow. Gorn 109. And you just look again, you'll see here, 1 second, let it load, and then bang, 47 in the last. He does this every single week, I swear. And I don't know whether it's a good sign of a ruckman, but I mean, it's not. It's probably not the best sign that he was on 52 at 3/4 time. But for him to somehow get, 52 or 62? 20, 48, 62. Sorry, I was like, but 52 without to a 109. But no, he was on 62 at 3/4 time. Not the best, not the worst, but a 47 last quarter, including a goal. And if you saw his Supercoach stats as well, you would realise why he scored so well, I believe, in the end. I think he put up a 111 in Supercoach, which included a 56-point last quarter. So in the last 2 weeks, he's averaged in the last quarter 44.5 in fantasy and 54 in Supercoach. He's been absolutely ridiculous. And he's just pulled out all the straps, basically. And that contested mark goal with a minute to go, basically, I think smacked him up about 20. I think it accounted for about 20 Supercoach points or 25 Supercoach points, something around that, as I think it was on about 80 or something. And then he's gone and kicked the goal here and just gone crazy. Oliver, 99. I don't think it's the best, but I also don't think it's the worst. Had a couple of holding the ball decisions as well as an iffy-ish free kick for holding the man. It probably was there. So if you think about it like that, there's probably 8 to 10 points there off the free kicks that for not giving away the free kicks, plus also potentially getting a handball or a disposal away. So that 99 turns into a 109 against Carlton, and he didn't get as many marks. So I'm not too worried about him, and he did score an 87 in Supercoach, so I'm not too worried about that there, as his disposal efficiency with the clangers included really did decrease, and he didn't get, if he had a sort of moment and he did have one moment, but only one moment during the massive Melbourne run, if he'd had another couple of disposals in that run and really pushed it up, I reckon that 87, just based on timing of disposals, goes to like a 90, 95, and then you're looking at that going, that's actually not too bad. And we did see Walsh do a 91 last week against whoever they played last week. We can chew it through here. He did a 90 against a 91 against Collingwood in a close loss. So like he looks good. That's the thing. Sparrow, Windsor again. This is what wingers do. I'm not surprised about it. Yes, I'm disappointed that I don't have him, but then again, he's not really been too impactful. Averaging in the 60s, sort of what Ollie Hollands did last year as well. This happens every single year. You usually jump off the winger and they're going to go well. But the likes of Sharp was just a better winger. Billings somehow got a 79. Don't know how. 34, and look at that second half, 31, 34. He's just so dependent on these marks that it's just ridiculous here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 5 marks in the second half alone. That accounts for like 28, 29 points, those sort of marks, as they got kicks off of them as well. So yeah, that's where a lot of his points seem to come off. And no marks in the first. 1 mark in the first. So yeah, he sort of accounts for about half of his score, 40% of his score through his marking, and subsequent kicks. May, Chandler, Langdon, Rivers, I thought was all right actually. Bowie got subbed out. I think they're just trying to manage him back into it. McDonald, Van Roy, and Howes had a really good start, but then fell away, but still beat his break-even, as you can see here, 21-2, 12-13. Still beat his break-even. His break-even's going to jump back up to about 50 next week, so could look to trade him if need be, but it probably depends on who is the most maxed out rookie that we're going to trade. McVee, Pickett did absolutely nothing, as you'll see here in a second, and 26 and third, just, nothing there. And then Petty, Fritsch, I think, kicked a goal, but that was about it for him. 1 goal, 1 for him. And then Woweed and Turner did nothing. So for those who grabbed on Turner, he really, as a sort of key forward, not going to be worthwhile in fantasy. But anyway, that pretty much is the video there. Trying to keep it short to get it out to you guys. But that is the video, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye, guys.